Hello and welcome back. This is another chemistry video I made in Gary's Mod, and right here we have my lovely pod racer. She's a beaut, ain't she? Made of two train car thingies and a truck with, yeah. Right, onward. Uh, yeah, she's a tad slow. Maybe I should have checked her out when the dealer called her fat bastard. Right, I'm pretty sure I could run faster than this. Just get hop off. Okay, hop off. Right, well, over here, actually, I will be showing what happens to electrons during bonding in IB chemistry, during bonding. And in IB chemistry, this topic is known as hybridization. Electrons exist as clouds, or general areas where you can find an electron, because science, science. These can be defined as s, p, d, or f orbitals, but for the purposes of this video, we will only be looking at s and p orbitals in single, double, and triple bonds. Over here, we have two hydrogen atoms bonded together. You would find hydrogen like this. Well, maybe not like this, but you would find hydrogen like this in nature. Hydrogen, oxygen, and later on over there, nitrogen, are all diatomic elements, which means they exist in pairs in nature. Now, these represent the electron orbitals, and for hydrogen, it only has s orbitals. And what happens when they bond, is that these s orbitals come together, and these s orbitals come together along the bond axis and form a hydrogen or a bond between the two hydrogens. This is known as a sigma bond, and sigma bonds can be made from two s orbitals, one s and one p orbital, or two p orbitals. Sigma bonds will always exist along this bond axis. Always. And over here we have oxygen. Like I said before, oxygen is diatomic, therefore it will exist in pairs in nature. But oxygen, unlike hydrogen, is double bonded when it exists alone. And that means that it's going to have one s and one p orbital. Here are the first pair of electrons in the s orbital along the bond axis. And up here are the p orbitals, and they make the pi bond. Pi bonds exist above and below, or to the left and the right of the bond axis. In this case, it's above and below. Pi bonds are made from p orbitals that are above and below, or to the left and right of the atom. In this case, these are made from p orbitals that exist above and below the O atom, oxygen atom. And moving on. It's a bit of a mess here. Probably should get that cleaned up. Anyway, these are two nitrogen atoms, and they're bonded together, but instead in a triple bond. Triple bonds are made of one s, or sigma bond, and two pi bonds. These two, like before, are the s orbitals above and below p orbitals, and to the left and right, the other p orbitals. Since electrons exist in clouds, you're gonna find more of a, I would call it a hot dog and like two bun thingies, but it does not look like that. Anyway, that was it for the video.